fans, welcome to JUDolphins.com, where we're talking JU Volleyball. I'm Josh Ellison. Here with me as always is head coach Shaun Kupferberg. Last week's JU answered an 0-2 weekend in Nashville by going 3-0 last week with wins over UNF, Bethune-Cookman, and USC Upstate. All three of those matches were won by a count of 3-0, so JU is now 6-5 overall, 2-2 in the conference. This week on Friday night we'll host Florida Gulf Coast on Friday at 7 o'clock and end the weekend on Saturday against Stetson at 3 o'clock. Both those matches will be on asun.tv, so you'll get a chance to watch both of those as we go along. And to start things off, Coach, talk about how after having a rough weekend in Nashville, you turn around next week with not only winning all three, as we said before, winning by 3-0 counts. What does that do for your program heading into this week?
Yeah, we got a chance to get it back on track. That's nice, getting a chance to put things together before having to play Gulf Coast. Obviously, we weren't playing Belmont and Lipscomb. We were competing at a little lower level, but to get things taken care of that efficiently was nice to see.
Well, now that we talked about that, I think a good measuring stick for you guys going into this week is going against the Florida Gulf Coast, who is considered to be one of the top teams, which I think we are as well. But everybody trying to battle for those spots going into the conference tournament, these kind of matchups are pretty important to see where you're going to be at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's obviously seeding at the end of the year is important, seeing who you have to play in the first rounds of the tournament. This is obviously a big matchup, and we beat them here at home last year, so we're excited to continue our home winning streak, and keep improving as a team as we move forward in the season.
One of the things we saw last week too was the offense starting to come back around, having your highest hitting percentage last week against Upstate, with players like Brittany Lehman and senior middle blocker Nikki Kent both having great weeks, and both of them being ranked in the top 10 now in the ASUN. Maybe talk about that a little bit, of how the offense is going.
Well, I mean, it's starting to flow. I mean, we had that whole 2-week stretch where we were bitten by the flu bug, and we're starting to get to practice a little more together and connect a little bit better together, and as we keep progressing through that, we'll keep getting better, and the whole offense will continue to thrive.
And then talking about that as well, Shelly Walworth still in the back, still doing a great job. She's got a couple other plateaus coming up now, coming really close to setting that family record, and also getting into the top 5 in the NCAA history with that. We'll talk about how Shelly's doing for you in the back.
Shelly's doing great. I mean, she's always that solid rock. She's somebody that we don't have to worry about day in, day out, where she's going to be and how things are going to progress for her on a daily basis. She's always getting better. She's always working hard, and we can sort of let her continue progressing at her own pace without having to constantly be on her, and we can work a little bit with the younger kids.
And then final thoughts here. What do you guys have to do as a team in order to come out victorious this weekend, going 2-0 both against Gulf Coast and Wisconsin?
We have to be consistent. It's something that we've been working on for a long time here. We go in spurts, 8 points here, then we give up 8 points, then we get 8 points, and we did that against Belmont and Lipscomb when we were up there. We play well for parts of games. We need to put it all together and make sure that we are consistent throughout this weekend. All
right, Coach, thank you, and as always, good luck, and we'll see you this weekend. And fans, remember, you guys can check out both matches this week, Friday night, 7 o'clock against Florida Gulf Coast, and Saturday at 3 o'clock against Stetson on asun.tv. For those of you that can't watch it, be sure to check back to JUDolphins.com for recaps and stories about how the Dolphins did. Thanks for stopping by.